Earlier this year, I spoke of my new motto for 2025. No mercy, no excuses, no limits. Each and every single word is reflective of my mentality and attitude coming into 2025. Listen, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. I've been posting content for, I would say, almost a year at this point. And I'm not really I'm not really drawn or focused too much on the results. I'm far more focused on the process than I am on the results because I know with the focus on the process, the results will come. Now, why do I say all this? Why do I preface this conversation by saying what I just said? Simple, really. I'm focused on the process, no limits, no excuses, no mercy. So, this is how I'm going to lead this conversation. The last video I put up, or one of the last videos I put up, it might be the last video, but the video that I put up recently was primarily talking about, I don't care what your current circumstance is. Where you are is not where you got to end up. And there's a reason why I put that on there. I'm going to be completely honest with you. At some point, ladies and gentlemen, you have to be fed up. You might need a little push from time to time. Me personally, I'm negatively driven and motivated. If you tell me that I can't do something, watch me get it done. If you think that I'm incompetent and you think that I'm unable or unworthy of being something or being someone or having something and whatever, watch me get it done. If you think for a moment that I'm just going to step aside or lay down and let the world have its way, you got another thing coming. This is why I am a huge proponent of suffering, especially for men. Men must suffer. That's where the growth is. That's where the realization is. If you're comfortable, if you're too comfortable, you're not going to grow. And sometimes you have to be justifiably pissed off. Real talk. You have to be justifiably pissed off. No mercy, no excuses, no limits. Even if there are people who stand in your way, understand something. The greatest form of revenge that you can have is success. You want domination? Be more successful than they are. Do the things that they can't do. Do the things that they're unable to do. Do the things that they're afraid to do. Do the things that they don't have the discipline nor the wherewithal to do with them. Do it. At some point, guys, I've been expressing this throughout all my content. You have to escape the normality of things. You can't just be your standard run-of-the-mill individual anymore. You can't afford to be that way. Not with what's coming. Not in this class warfare. A huge transfer of wealth is coming. I mean, you think these wildfires in Cali is an accident? You think it's a mistake? It's a sign of times. It's a sign of times to come. And you have to have this mentality. Listen, there are times you're just going to have to be pissed off. You're just going to have to be pissed the fuck off. Real talk. My mentality is this. I don't care who stands before me or what stands before me. You get in my way, I'm going this way. You get in my way, you're getting run the fuck over. I'm not going to mince my words. No mercy, no limits, no excuses. I'm not going to mince my words. You stand in my way, you're going to get run the fuck over. I don't care who you are. Listen, there are people, I'm sure, that are doubting you. Just like there are people who doubt me. People who may look sideways at you. People who may count you out. Whatever it may be. Your greatest form of revenge. This is why I don't understand people that crush the fuck out and do these mass shootings or these terrible acts of violence. You're shooting yourself literally, almost, and I mean this not really literally, but you're shooting yourself in the foot. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you're going to risk your freedom, your livelihood, any future successes just to crash out and rage out. Listen, the greatest form of revenge is success. My definition of absolute domination is being richer than you, is being fitter than you, is being more awesome than you. I can do the things that most of you cannot do. That is my form of success. Because at some point down the road, it's going to translate monetarily, but it will only get there if you're focused on the process, which is why I said what I said near the beginning of the video. I'm not so focused on the results. I'm more focused on the process. You think this body just came by accident? It came by me focusing on the process. I wasn't focused on the end result. I'm hardly ever focused on the end result. As a matter of fact, when you walk this path of continuous improvement and growth and processes, you never, ever, ever reach the end goal. It always evolves into something else. And I honestly, like, y'all are just not pissed off enough. Y'all are too comfortable. You're just not pissed off enough. There could be a guy in a Rolls Royce or a Ferrari or a Bentley or a Lamborghini or a Corvette or whatever car you like, drive right by, and that won't piss you off. You'll just be like, oh, okay, cool. He has one. Okay. You don't want one either? There are people who live in places that have city and water views. You don't want that either? There are people who have, listen, guys, there are men out there who have awesome wives and families and leave behind great legacies. You don't want one of those either? Listen, fuck the fame. I'm very simple. I just want the money. Because I understand that it's just a tool at the end of the day. And no, money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. Get it straight. Get it right. The greatest form of revenge is success. There's a reason why I prefaced this year by saying no mercy, no excuses, and no limits. No mercy. You just got to plow forward regardless. Whoever stands in your way, you got to run them over. You have to. If you don't have the heart to do that, you're not fit for this. You're just going to be standard, run of the mill, walk all over. You're probably the type of person who works 40 hours and comes home and just completely fucks around. You work your 9 to 5, but you don't have a 5 to 9. You just waste time. You're okay with being average. And listen, that's cool if that's what you want. Not in my fucking world, though. I honestly don't understand. Like, y'all are not pissed off. Y'all are not pissed off at your current circumstances. Y'all are not pissed off at the people who count you out. Y'all are not pissed off at yourselves for being less than stellar, by not having a standard, by not reaching towards excellence in any degree. Y'all are not pissed off, really? Y'all are okay with being part of this fucking normal average circus, which is all a lie. And the middle class is dying. As a matter of fact, it's virtually on life support. It's only a matter of time before the plug is pulled. And you're all okay with this. The greatest form of revenge is success. Let them talk shit about you. Let them count you out. Let them ignore you. Let them not acknowledge you. You don't need their acknowledgement. You really don't. You just got to focus on you, the process, and you just got to run that shit up. And over time, they're going to have no choice but to acknowledge you. Focus on you so that someday you end up being the focus. But listen, a lot of you are just comfortable. You just gotta be pissed off. Like, I don't know whatever distractions or things that is keeping you from doing anything, that you have to have a 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5. Meaning you have to pour it into yourself in some way, shape, or form. You do. You truly do. I literally just got back from the gym. I'm shooting content right now. I'm about to hop in the shower after this, and then I'm gonna start doing some other things like studying, or I'm gonna read a book, or like, I have to pour into me. I don't have time for the bullshit. I'm trying to be great. I'm trying to be a legend. But I get it. Most aren't built that way, and most don't want that, and that's fine. I understand. But y'all just listen. I'm just gonna speak for myself right now. In closing, stand in my way if you want to. You're gonna get run over. No mercy. No excuses, because I take 100% accountability for my outcomes and my results in my life. It's no one's fault but me. It's all on me. Which means I have the power to determine how this goes. I get to control the narrative. I am the Oscar-winning star of my own movie. No limits. Think big always. Always. I don't think small. I think big. I have visions for this channel that I'm not even going to mention. You're just going to see it. You're just going to have to see it for yourself over time. But until then, stick around. Or not. I really don't care, because like I said, I'm focused on the process. Success is your greatest revenge. If y'all don't see that, if y'all are not pissed off, and that's on you. I can't live that way. I cannot govern my life that way. I have to be great. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. That's all I'm saying. Listen, honestly, I'm sure there is somebody watching this right now that's feeling the same way, that's pissed off. Bro, at that time, you got to be the focus. You need to put everything into you. And over time, then you'll see the results. But for right now, you're the main focus. You got to cut out those distractions. You got to be disciplined. You got to be dedicated. You got to be focused. And you can't teach work ethic. Real talk. You just can't teach it. You just got to do it. At this point, I don't even think about shit anymore. I just jump in. I literally just set up everything. I set up the camera and the lights, and I'm just in it. All right? Listen, I'm not trying to take up too much of your time. That's just like kind of my little rant right there. Listen, there's nothing else for me to say. I'm done with this. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side. Deuces.